capital gain tax. Now the most important one on the real estate investments. Of course, many of you might have invested in real estate, apartment, flats, land, and now government has taken out that indexation benefit. They made it flat 12.5% tax. How this is going to affect my taxes? Let us see. So here also I am taking an example of Ramesh, who has purchased a property on 1st of April 2023. Okay, and the purchase price was 20 lakhs. He purchased one plot or land for 20 lakh, and today, as on 20th July, before budget, the value is, let's say, 1 crore. Okay, 1 crore is the value. Now, how this taxes will play, we'll see. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Ramesh case, hope you're all able to see the table, correct? So Ramesh, he has purchased a property on 1st of April 2023. Okay, and at the value of 20 lakh. Okay, and today, let me use this. Okay, today, as on 20th July, the value is 1 crore. Okay, the net gain is 1 crore minus 20 lakhs is 80 lakhs. Okay, if taxes has to be paid without indexation, at 20% means it will be 16 lakhs, and this will not work like this. For indexation benefit, we use something called as CII. What is that CII means? It's a cost of inflation index. Government releases this cost of inflation index number every year based on the inflation in that year. So that CII number, it's available on the websites. If you search Google, and it will show the CII number from 2000 to till date. Okay. The last year number was 363, and the CII number in 2003 was 109. When it started in 2000, it was 100. So 100 has become, in 2002, maybe 105 or 104. And in 2003, it has become 109. So now we have to calculate the indexed value of acquisition. That is indexed cost of acquisition of this purchase price. That comes around 66 lakh 60,000 rupees, 550 instead of 20 lakh. So this is the cost of acquisition. Now the difference between the capital gain is, I have to take out, now today's value is 1 crore. Suppose Ramesh sells this property before budget, that is before 23rd July, then indexation benefit will come into the picture. So he has to pay 20% on this gain. The gain is 33 lakh 39,450. So 20% of this value, it becomes 6 lakh 67,890. This is the net tax payable by Ramesh if he sells that property before budget. Suppose if the property was acquired before 2003, before 2001, then irrespective of the pre-budget or post-budget, indexation benefit will be there. Still it will be there. Even if he sells the property today, the indexation benefit will be there. But if the property was acquired after 2001 April, then the indexation benefit will not come into the picture if he sells now. Clear? This example is clear for all of you?
That formula, what is the formula? Indexation cost of acquisition, how it is calculated? 66,000.
Yeah, the formula is, what they do is, today's inflation number, they will multiply with the price which is bought. Okay. Divided by the inflation number on the purchase date. That comes to 66 lakh 60,000 rupees.
Okay.
Any other question from any other participants? So we'll see the same example in case if Ramesh wants to sell it after 2003 budget. Okay. 2004 recent budget. Okay. Same case. He has bought a property worth 20 lakh, 1st April 2003. He has invested 20 lakhs. And today, as on 25th July, let's say the value is around 1 CR. Okay, now this is very simple, no indexation, nothing. Total 80 lakhs is the benefit. 12.5% on this 80 lakh, it becomes 10 lakhs. So the extra tax what he has to pay is, compared to indexation benefit, is 3,32,110 rupees if he sells the property after budget. You know the difference now. One case, if he sells the property before budget. One, if he's sold the property after budget. So this is the difference what Ramesh has to incur. We'll take one more example to understand much better. That is recent purchase. Recent means just 6 years back. Okay, Mahesh. He bought the same property worth 50 lakh in April 2018, just 6 years back. Okay. And he sold that property before budget, that is 28th July. So what will happen? 1st April 2018, the CI number is 272. And today's CI number as on 20th July, I mean, this financial year is 363. Okay. So his purchase price was 50 lakhs and his selling price was 1 CR. So the net gain is 50 lakhs. So tax will not work on the net gain. We have to find out the indexed cost of acquisition. So indexation cost of acquisition is 66,72,794. So if I do the difference of selling price and indexed cost of acquisition, this is the value. 33,27,000 is the gain after discounting my indexation benefit. So I have to pay tax on this money. So that is 20% on this amount. That becomes 6,65,441. Okay. This is the tax Mahesh has to pay if he sells the property before budget. Same case, we'll see if Mahesh chooses to pay, sell post budget. So he's not aware of the budget and he's planning to sell the property. We'll recalculate the taxes. So 1st of April, same 2018, he bought the property for 50 lakhs. And today the price is 1 CR and the total gain is 50 lakhs. So he has to pay, without indexation, he has to pay 12.5% tax. So 12.5% of this 50 lakhs is 6,25,000. If you see here in this case, instead of 6.65 lakh, Mahesh has to pay 6.25. So the savings for him is 40,441. For him, the without indexation benefit has more benefit compared to indexation benefit. But whereas in case of Ramesh, indexation benefit was there, but for Suresh, there's no, for Mahesh, there's no benefit. So here one important point is there. What is that important point is how this is going to play. So you understood both examples, Ramesh and Mahesh. So first important point is, if the real estate growth is lower than the inflation rate, then the indexation benefit will be good. Because in case of a Ramesh, the real estate growth was slow. From 2003 to 2024, there is not much growth. But in case of a Mahesh, the growth was much faster from 2018 to till date, especially last 2 to 3 years, the real estate growth has been phenomenal. That's why 12.5% still makes sense for them actually if they sell it after the budget. But very important point is what happens in case of real estate is many of them, they don't what they do, they buy new property after selling a property. Suppose I have a land, I sold it for 1 crore. I'll use this 1 crore for reinvesting into some other property. In that case, no need to worry about the taxes. So the taxes within, if you buy the property within 2 years, the taxes will be nullified. So these are the 3 important points to remember. Clear with this concept? how the removal of indexation benefit is affecting my taxes in case of real estate. Any questions? Any clarifications? If the concept is clear, you can say clear, or you can type in understood. Yes, few people are responding. Thank you. Yeah, window period for reinvesting is 2 years. Within 2 years, either you have to buy a new property, or you can use that money for constructing a self-occupied property. Okay. Now we have seen these examples. Okay, yeah. So apart from like what we discussed is, one is the changes in tax regime. What is the difference of taxes? That is first part we discussed. Second part we discussed about capital gain changes, that is from 10 to 12.5%, and short term from 15 to 20%. And third thing we discussed about the removal of indexation benefit, how it's going to play in the different investments, especially in the real estate. Now, few important points for all the investors. One is we have been doing KYC modifications. The objective of KYC modification is to ensure that your name is uniform in all three sections. That is in your PAN, in your IT website, as well as in your bank details. So the name has to be uniform. That's why for most of the clients, we are doing KYC modification, and FATCA details also very compulsory from 1st of August. FATCA details is nothing but Foreign Account Transaction Compliance Act. Second thing is nominee details in investments. So please verify in each and every folio whether the nominee is registered or not. Okay. If the nominee is not registered, please get in touch with us. We'll ensure that nominee is registered. If the nominee has to be updated, for example, when I started investment, I given my parents' detail as nominees. Now I'm married. I want to change the nominee details. That we have to do it. Okay. So that has to be changed. Third, most important is updating your mobile number, email ID, and bank details in each and every investments. You might have changed your mobile, you might have changed your email ID, or you might have switched the bank. So that time we have to ensure that the bank details are updated in the folio, because what will happen is when I want to withdraw, if my mobile number is changed, I'll not get the OTP. If my email ID is changed, I'll not get the OTP. Then it becomes challenging for me to withdraw the money. Okay. Many people, they might have changed the bank details, they might have forgotten to update it. So ensure that it's got updated so that whatever I'm withdrawing, that will get credited to my current bank account with current IFSC code. In many cases, especially in case of a Citibank, for example, Citibank, people have started investing through Citibank. Now the Citibank has merged with Axis Bank. So we have to update the IFSC code of Axis Bank into your folio so that when you're withdrawing, there will not be any difficulties. Okay. So these three things, please remember. In case if the name is updated or PAN card is updated, we have to do KYC modification. Okay, now before we close, I'll just launch a quiz. You can all participate in the quiz. Okay. Meanwhile, if anybody has any questions, you can ask. Actually.